Brad Pitt is strapping into the cockpit for a heart-pounding return to racing glory, playing a character whose legend was almost lost to time. In the upcoming Formula One drama, aptly titled F1, Pitt portrays Sonny Hayes, a driver once hailed as a prodigy in the 1990s, until a devastating crash derailed his career. Dubbed the greatest that never was, Hayes vanished from Formula One after the accident, drifting through lesser circuits and living out of a van in self-imposed exile. Decades later, fate and an old friend come knocking. A struggling F1 team pulls Sonny out of retirement for one last shot at the championship he never won. It's a classic redemption tale, fueled by gasoline and guts, as the former superstar finds himself back in the driver's seat. Older, wiser, but still burning with that competitive fire. At the core of F1's plot is a dynamic that crackles with both rivalry and camaraderie. Hayes is lured back to the grid by his ex-teammate and longtime friend, team owner Ruben Cervantes, played with persuasive charm by Oscar winner Javier Bardem. Ruben's fictional outfit, the Apex GP team, stylized as Apex GP, is on the brink of collapse, and his Hail Mary pass is to pair the veteran Hayes with a hotshot newcomer. Enter Damson Idris as Joshua Pierce, the young rookie prodigy who's blazing fast and eager to prove himself. Sonny is tasked with mentoring this rising star, but make no mistake, he's also there to race. The trailers hint that Hayes will be suiting up as Joshua's teammate, meaning the two will share the pit garage and possibly battle wheel to wheel on track. Some people look at Sonny Hayes, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility, Bardem's Ruben intones in a stirring voiceover. That line sets the stage for a story where the mentor may have as much to learn as the mentee. As engines roar and egos clash, Sonny and Joshua must navigate a sport where your teammate is your fiercest competition, and the road to redemption is not something you travel alone. Will the grizzled veteran reclaim his former glory, or will the brash rookie outshine the master? The film promises high-octane drama on and off the track as it explores this intergenerational rivalry. Now, a blockbuster is only as good as its cast, and F1 has assembled a formidable team. Brad Pitt leads the charge as Sonny Hayes, bringing his star power and genuine enthusiasm for the role. He's described filming this project as the best time of my life. Opposite him, Damson Idris captures the drive of youth as Joshua Pierce, a character likely to test Hayes' patience and legacy. Javier Bardem's Ruben is the linchpin friend turned boss who sets the comeback in motion, and one can imagine Bardem's natural gravitas elevating every scene he's in. The supporting paddock is filled with talent. Carrie Condon plays a character named Kate, likely someone integral to the team's operations, perhaps a seasoned engineer or Sonny's confidant, while the Crown's Tobias Menzies and veteran actor Kim Bodnia take on roles Banning and Kaspar that remain shrouded in mystery but hint at corporate or competitive foils within the F1 circus. The ensemble also includes comic actor Samson Kayo and Ted Lasso's Sarah Niles as Joshua's mother, ensuring moments of levity and heart. Notably, Bridgerton breakout Simone Ashley has a part as well. She was spotted filming at Silverstone with Idris, though her role is under wraps, sparking curiosity among fans of her work. What truly revs the engine of authenticity is the film's unprecedented blend of fiction and reality. In a move that has racing fans salivating, F1 will feature all 10 real Formula One teams and their 2023 drivers appearing as themselves. Yes, you read that right. Champions like Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and Fernando Alonso will share screen time with Brad Pitt, blurring the line between the movie's narrative and the sport's real world. Even familiar F1 personalities like the ever-animated Günther Steiner, Haas's team principal and a fan favorite, make a cameo as themselves, lending the film a docudrama feel. This means when Sonny Hayes walks through the paddock, he'll be brushing shoulders with the likes of Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez in full racing regalia, as if he's one of their real-life competitors. Such involvement was only possible because the F1 community embraced the project wholeheartedly. All the teams have opened their doors for us, Pitt marveled, expressing gratitude for the extraordinary level of access they granted. That cooperation speaks to Formula One's enthusiasm for the film, a rare harmony of Hollywood and sporting world that elevates the realism to pole position. From the moment news broke that Brad Pitt would be filming at actual Grand Prix, the fan base was abuzz. Social media forums lit up with speculation as soon as Pitt was spotted on the Silverstone grid in July 2023, decked out in a race suit and mingling with drivers. Dedicated Reddit threads and YouTube breakdowns poured over every spy photo and teaser clip, a testament to how deeply Formula One fans care about their sport's portrayal on screen. One particularly tantalizing fan theory took hold after Pitt's on-site shoot at the 2024 Mexico City Grand Prix. During that weekend, observers saw Sonny Hayes' character celebrating on track, even waving the Mexican flag, something real F1 race winners do in Mexico. This sparked rumors that the film's climactic race is set in Mexico City, perhaps with Hayes triumphing against all odds in front of the roaring Foro Sol Stadium crowd. Could our fictional comeback kid actually win the big one? If true, it would be a fairy tale ending that has fans cheering already, though some wonder if a more bittersweet twist awaits. The speculation doesn't end there. Enthusiasts are also debating the character dynamics. Will Sonny truly mentor Joshua selflessly, or will their partnership devolve into intra-team rivalry akin to a Senna vs. Prost duel? The trailers show moments of both camaraderie and tension, a laughing exchange in the garage in one scene, a fierce wheel-to-wheel battle in another, leaving plenty of room for interpretation. Will there be a mentor-mentee dynamic? How will the rivalry unfold? One commentator mused, echoing the questions on everyone's mind. The fact that the film was initially codenamed Apex until it was officially titled simply F1 also fueled early theories. Some fans thought it hinted at an Apex Predator theme, or perhaps the name of Pitt's team. Now we know Apex is indeed the team name within the story, but the straightforward title F1 signals that this movie aims to be the definitive Formula One cinematic experience. As chatter on fan forums shows, anticipation is sky high, and every nugget, from Pitt's character backstory to which tracks appear, is dissected with passion. This organic fan engagement, even before any official release, has effectively become part of the film's narrative, adding an extra layer of intrigue. Bringing this ambitious project to life demanded cutting-edge filmmaking and a crew at the top of their game. Director Joseph Kosinski, fresh off the success of Top Gun Maverick, has teamed up with legendary producer Jerry Bruckheimer to capture racing action in a way that's never been seen before. If Top Gun Maverick put audiences in the cockpit of fighter jets, F1 aims to put us inside the visceral, high-G world of a Formula One car. To that end, Kosinski has pushed the envelope of technology. The production worked with the Mercedes-AMG F1 team to create low-profile cameras and mount them on specially modified race cars. In fact, the F1 cars driven by Pitt and Idris are actually Formula 2 chassis dressed up in a sleek black and gold APXGP livery. They look and sound like F1 machines, but were custom built to accommodate film equipment and withstand the rigors of filming at speed. These cars were fitted with an array of 6K cameras and advanced sensors far beyond what real F1 teams use on race weekends, all to capture the authentic sensation of speed and extreme G-forces as the drivers scream through corners. Early footage from test runs at Silverstone showed the camera car hustling through the famous Maggots Beckett turns and even suffering a scrape with the wall, a testament to how hard they were pushing. Kosinski has hinted that the audience will see the shots you've never seen, speed you've never seen, G-forces like this, promising an adrenaline-fueled visual feast unlike any prior racing film. To heighten the realism, Brad Pitt and Damson Idris did much of their own driving during filming, not just puttering around, but truly pushing the pedal to the metal. We've got Brad and Damson actually driving the cars, which is pretty spectacular in itself, Kosinski revealed, describing the immense challenge of coordinating real high-speed racing with live cameras and crowds, and which most writers missed with the formulae of getting cameras and buildings and imagine the pressure, filming during actual Formula One race weekends in those brief interludes between practice sessions and qualifying with tens of thousands of fans watching from the stands. We're shooting at the actual Grand Prix in very, very tight windows on the track in front of hundreds of thousands of people, Kosinski explained, recounting how at Silverstone they had a mere 9-minute sliver on the starting grid to nail a crucial shot. That urgency, he noted, injected real adrenaline into cast and crew alike. Everyone's leaning forward. You feel that in the performances. I'm the normally unflappable Pitt was not immune to the thrill either. On the British Grand Prix weekend, with cars screaming past and the crowd's energy pulsing, Pitt grinned like a kid in a candy store. I'm a little giddy right now. It's the best time of my life, he gushed during a trackside interview, helmet in hand and eyes bright. For an actor who's done it all, that's saying something. He went on to praise the collaborative spirit of the F1 community, almost in disbelief. Everyone has just been really amazing that we can do this, he said, as if pinching himself at the access granted. Griff. This project isn't just another gig for Pitt, it's clearly a passion project melding his love of storytelling with a newfound respect for the racers he's emulating. And speaking of racers, let's not forget a certain 7-time world champion who has been quietly steering this production from behind the scenes. Lewis Hamilton isn't just a figure in the background. He's a hands-on producer for F1, deeply involved in shaping the script and ensuring the film nails the nuances of the sport. Hamilton knows better than anyone that Formula One's truth is in the tiny details. The way a driver handles press conferences, the precise etiquette on the grid, the split-second decisions mid-race. And he's been advising Kosinski and Pitt on all of it. It's even rumored that Hamilton helped coach Pitt and Idris on racecraft basics during private training sessions, which would explain how Pitt ended up looking shockingly comfortable at 180 in pitch. In fact, at a recent event, Hamilton lauded Pitt's dedication. Watching Brad drive at speeds over 180 miles an hour was really impressive. It's not something you can just learn overnight. His focus has been amazing. High praise from someone who battles at 200 p.m. for a living. The movie's commitment to authenticity extends to its sound and music as well. The film's score is in the hands of the great Hans Zimmer. Reuniting with Kosinski after their electrifying collaboration on Top Gun Maverick, Zimmer has hinted that he's mixing a full-throttle orchestral sound with the raw roar of engines to make sure viewers feel the horsepower in every scene. If the hairs on the back of your neck stood up listening to the jet engines in Top Gun Maverick, expect a similar rush when the F1 cars howl down the main straight with Zimmer's music amplifying the moment. Every element from the cinematography by Claudio Miranda, another Top Gun alum, to the cutting-edge sound design is aimed at immersing us in a turbocharged world of speed. After such a build-up, when can we finally experience this thrill ride? Mark your calendars for summer 2025. F1 is scheduled to zoom into theaters worldwide on June 25, 2025, with the US release hitting 2 days later on June 27. It's no coincidence that this timing aligns with the Austrian Grand Prix that very weekend, a clever nod to the F1 calendar that effectively turns the film's opening into part of the season's fanfare. Distributor Warner Brothers is handling the global theatrical rollout, and they're going big. Expect premium IMAX screenings that will make you feel every vibration on track. Early previews of the trailer on IMAX screens already had fans gripping their seats as the camera careened through Monaco's tight hairpins and Spa's sweeping Eau Rouge. One racing journalist quipped that even if the film somehow is bad, it'll be pretty mesmerizing in IMAX, given the spectacle on display. Meanwhile, Apple Original Films, which backed the project from its inception, will eventually bring F1 to its streaming platform, Apple TV Plus, after the exclusive theatrical window. So those who prefer a cozy couch viewing will get their chance. Though this is one movie that truly begs to be seen on the biggest screen possible. The promotional engine has already left the garage, a teaser dropped during the British Grand Prix last year, and a full 3-minute trailer premiered during the Super Bowl, appropriately revving America's appetite for F1 drama. That trailer sent chills down old-school fans' spines by opening with Fleetwood Mac's the iconic riff long associated with Formula One broadcasts in the UK. It was a nostalgic masterstroke, immediately signaling that this film honors the sport's heritage even as it brings a modern blockbuster flair. In snippets, we see Sonny Hayes in various racing disciplines. He even wins his class at the 24 Hours of Daytona before his F1 comeback, a detail that motorsport buffs loved. And then the glamour and pressure of his return to the F1 circuit. Quick cuts show cars racing at Silverstone, Monza, and a neon-lit night race in Las Vegas. This story truly spans the globe. Through it all, one thing is clear. The film is aiming to capture not just the thrill of racing, but the soul of the sport, the human drama that takes place under those helmets and behind pit wall. As Alvin from Greenground, let me say, I've covered many a Hollywood project and many a Grand Prix, but the merging of these two worlds has me particularly enchanted. There's an elegant symmetry in seeing a star like Brad Pitt humbled by the raw power of an F1 car, and a sport as elite as Formula One opening its arms to the magic of cinema. F1 the movie is shaping up to be more than just a racing flick, it's a cultural moment, arriving at a time when Formula One's popularity is surging worldwide. The influence of Drive to Survive brought new fans, and now this film could ignite that passion to fever pitch. We'll get to witness a fictional underdog story play out against the very real backdrop of our favorite races, with the likes of Hamilton and Verstappen as on-screen witnesses to Sonny Hayes' saga. The elegance of Formula One and the excitement of Hollywood are converging at full throttle. Will F1 live up to the hype and join the pantheon of great racing films like Rush or Ford v Ferrari? My engine is cautiously optimistic. Early glimpses suggest a film that respects motorsport history while delivering popcorn spectacle. A balance as delicate as a car on the edge of grip at 200 Minth. One thing's for sure, come June 2025, when the lights go out and the theater speakers roar like V10 engines, we're in for an adrenaline-fueled ride. And I, for one, can't wait to buckle up for this cinematic Grand Prix